This is Marcus Schaller, and here's today's morning spark to help you unlock your creative problem solving potential. Today, we're going to talk about focusing on mastering the basic skills that lead to brilliant solutions. Creative problem solving is just like any other skill. Think about something you're really good at. It could be a sport, a martial art, a business role, or even a game. Now, think back to when you were a raw beginner. Did you look at the best in the world at that skill and feel a bit overwhelmed at how much work it would take to get to their level? Think about the snowboarder pulling off a triple cork 1440, the MMA fighter submitting their opponent in the first minute of round one, the iconic entrepreneur capturing our imaginations with their latest tech toy. They seem to make it look so easy, and yet as a beginner, it also looks a bit overwhelming. All those moves, all that nuance, all those pieces seamlessly coming together in real time. But if you look back, you may realize that your own hard earned skills weren't nearly as complex as they first seemed. In fact, almost any skill can be broken down into relatively simple and basic components. A good, and yet admittedly overused, analogy is learning a martial art. Let's take something like Taekwondo. Before that black belt you watched on YouTube was able to take down an opponent twice their size with a perfectly timed axe kick, they first had to learn, practice, and master a limited number of basic blocks, stances, kicks, and punches. And they had to perform each of these basic moves in the correct way over and over until they were ingrained into muscle memory. Over time, each of these moves stacked onto each other. They were then able to automatically execute a complex system of actions without needing to think about what to do next. This same approach applies to creative problem solving. Yet instead of blocks or kicks, the basic moves are made up of simple frameworks, mental habits, and mindset shifts. The key to becoming a world class problem solver is to overcome the obstacles that cloud your perception and make it harder to see breakthrough ideas. Once you're aware of those obstacles, you can start practicing the basic moves one by one in a way that doesn't feel overwhelming. Over the next few weeks, we're going to explore these obstacles, the limited frameworks, mental habits, and mindsets that may be getting in the way of your creative problem solving potential. We'll also look at the basic moves for overcoming those obstacles more easily. In the meantime, what will you do today to open yourself up to a different approach for solving really tough problems? Will you take a moment to think about your existing frameworks, mental habits, and mindset? To ask yourself if you're willing to stretch your abilities, even if it's a bit uncomfortable at first. If you liked today's episode, I hope you'll consider sharing it with others. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to the show and leave a review. Now get out there and have an extraordinary day.